Welcome back to Asgard, and welcome to episode 7 of our SkyFactory 2.5 modded Minecraft Let's Play series. If you recall last episode, we just got this this whole mess of pipes and stuff done so that we have everything sieving and cooking and everything going into the storage there. Since last episode, I did do quite a bit of building over there. I haven't really got it ready to move in because there's some things I need that we're going to jump into automating this episode so that I can get some of that built out and everything. So we'll jump right into that. The first thing we're going to make is igneous extruder from thermal expansion. We'll need a machine frame, a 10 gear. Let's see. 5 of those. 4 of these. And then some glass. Alright. So we'll get this made up really quick. And basically what this machine does is it can actually, let me just grab a stack of iron, stack of redstone, and I don't know, a bunch of copper. It can use water and lava to generate almost like a cobble gen or stone gen or obsidian gen. Whoops. Oh. I meant to use iron on that. There we go. We'll just go ahead and get 4 of these pneumatic servos because we're going to use them today making some different things and whatnot. So let's get the copper gears made, and then the pistons, I've already got those made up. Let me see, I've got a bunch of glass cooking and then rubber bars for later. Oh, actually, I meant to cook these rubber bars down more, because if you cook rubber bars again, you'll get raw plastic, which is what we're wanting from it. But that's for something we're going to build next. So go ahead and get that on there. And that gets us the igneous extruder. When I was getting ready for this episode, I went ahead and made an aqueous accumulator. If you recall, we built one of those a few episodes back. And what it does is it, sucks up water there. And we're just going to have it pumping directly into this. And then we'll have this output to the left side. And we're going to make stone with it. But yeah, if you notice, we can click on any of these and make cobblestone, stone, or obsidian. And then we'll just put a transfer node there. And then what we'll need is we'll actually need a bucket of lava to get this going, but just one will be fine. Because it's only going to use up the water. It's not going to ever use up the lava. So that's going to start making stone for us. And then once it finishes that, it's going to get pumped into the sieve. And then from there it'll get pumped into, if it's marble stone or limestone, it'll get pumped into this crafter and turned into blocks of marble and blocks of limestone. And then let's see, what we're going to do here is actually set this up, and any excess stone that it builds up, because it'll eventually make it quicker. Actually, it might not until we upgrade. Okay, let's see, to upgrade this actually, well, I'll mess with that later, but basically I'll upgrade it with Well, let's go ahead and do it now, actually. Might as well. We'll be able to upgrade it with just some Invar, which, if you recall, I've got a bunch still in here. So we'll go ahead and get this upgraded. So the upgrade that we're going to want to make is, let me see here, the let me find it here. There it is, accelerated extrusion. We'll just make the tier 1 for right now, because with that we can put it into a hardened machine. We'll just need 4 bronze, pneumatic servo, and some cobblestone. So, do I have any bronze made up? No. And that's 3 copper and 10. Do I have any of that in here already? No, okay. And I'll just make up a little bit of it. Oh, I cannot find... I think I'm blind. There we go. Okay. And we'll just throw in 3 sets of this. We'll make up a little bit extra bronze because we'll use it. But then to actually upgrade our machine, we're going to need... what is it? Electrum gear. And that's just gold and silver. So we'll get that cooking as well. Alright, and while that's cooking, actually the bronze is just about done, so we'll go ahead and pull that out. Actually, I'll leave that there. Should be, okay. There's enough bronze in there to make a block. And we'll get that poured out really quick. And get that. And now we can make the upgrade, which is just like that. But yeah, this one will make 16 cobble every time it finishes an operation, 8 stone, or 4 obsidian. So basically it's just going to make things at quite a bit better rate. And with that, we should be coming out positive on stone, so any excess stone can be pumped into the oh, I've got Invar here, into the barrels. So, and that'll get us the upgraded, the hardened igneous extruder. And we'll set that down there. It's already still set up, so input in the bottom, and then grab a new bucket of lava. Whoops. And then to put this upgrade in, just click here on the augmentation section and put it into the slot there. So now, yeah, see, if you notice, it just made a big chunk of stone, and now any excess stone will get pumped into this here. And sieving the stone, you're going to get the marble, the limestone, and then the different ore berries from Tinker's Constructs. So if you notice, I've already gotten iron, gold, tin, and copper from just sieving some stone that we had, because I wanted to go ahead and get these set up and kind of as like placeholders. But the next thing we're going to jump into, because that kind of gets our smooth stone production and sieving the the smooth stone and stuff. But the next thing I want to jump into today is automating dirt, because that's another thing. Making dirt is really a pain. So we're going to go ahead and get that automated. It does take a little bit, but that's okay. First thing we're going to want to build is 2 planters from Mine Factory Reloaded. We'll just need a couple copper gears, some redstone reception coils, and what else? Machine frame. Did I already grab 10? No. I'm just going to grab a bit of that, and yeah, we should be good. If you recall, I said to cook, well, you get this raw rubber from the Mine Factory Reloaded rubber trees, or there's IC2 ones too, but actually they're not in this pack, so never mind. I forget IC2's not in this pack. But if you want to get a rubber seed, the first one you get's a seed. You'll have to sieve dirt. If you recall, I actually got that, I think, like second episode or something, from sieving dirt to get stone. So chances are you've probably got some if you've sieved very much dirt early on. But then you just plant that and cut those down, and you're going to get a bunch of this raw rubber. And then you just cook it to get the rubber bars, and then cook the rubber bars again to get your raw plastic. So we're going to need to make these plastic sheets, and all in all we're going to need 8 of them for this build. And then we're going to need a couple flower pots, which are just bricks like that, and copper gears. Get this crafted here. And what these planters do, if you're not familiar with them, is you'll place them below like a area of dirt, and they can plant plants down on them. And let's see, where's my glass? You can actually upgrade the size and everything that they do, but we're just going to use the standard size for this because it actually will generate dirt at a pretty decent rate. So oh yeah, the pistons, and then the redstone reception coils are just golden redstone like that. We've made them before. That's going to get us 2 planters. Now, let's see. We'll go ahead and set these up really quick. Basically, I've got these 2 little raised areas here. We're just going to put the planters down. If I can find the... There we go. Right below that block of dirt. And they are going to require power, but you know, we've got that going in. And then we'll do the same over here. And what we're going to do is, like right here, you can tell it like in what area. Like initially it's just a 3x3, but the filter's always going to look this way. So if you make it bigger, it's basically going to cover, you know, it's going to break the area that it can cover down into basically a 3x3 graph. So you could set like saplings here and seeds here and I don't know, pumpkins or whatever here. But you can make these upgrades just right in there. And if you want, I'll show you, like for example, say the emerald one just takes 3 emeralds, 3 raw plastic, 2 redstone, and gold nugget. And that's actually going to increase the radius by 11. So it's going to become a 25 by 25 area. But like I said, we're just going to keep it normal, just standard size for this. And we'll go ahead and set consume stack off. I usually like to keep that off just so it'll never fill this thing up. You know, if something goes wrong with your item filters or something, it's not going to fill it up with a bunch of junk. And we'll do the same on this one. Just like that. And if you notice, it planted those saplings for us. Now, the next thing that we're going to want to do, though, is we're going to want to make a couple harvesters. These are also from Mine Factory Reloaded. Let me see. Gold gears. And I'm really not too worried about melting down the materials at this point. Whoops. Because we do have so much of like everything at the moment. So we'll go ahead and get our gears made. And where did all my iron go? Oh, right here. Okay. And machine frames, we've got everything all ready to make them. Alright. And then Invar axe. There it is. And we're actually going to need to get a little bit more Invar out. Not a whole lot, but we're going to need 4 of these Invar axes, so go ahead and do that. Oh. Alrighty, and we'll just put them in here because they don't stack. So, and then we'll need 2 sets of shears, and we'll go ahead and start putting this stuff in. Our plastic sheets will go up here, and then the bottom is once again the redstone reception coils. Let me make those really quick. Alright. And then lastly the gold gears. And that'll get us our 2 harvesters. And now before we go set these up, let's go ahead and actually make a few item ducts. Right here, lead and... was it lead and tin? Yeah, okay. Alright. I'm just going to make a few of them because we'll end up using them. They're not too bad for piping. Why did it not stick there? There we go. That gets us 48 of them. And we're also going to want to make some fluid ducts. I think... actually, no, we'll just use our liquid transfer nodes for that part. Because I've still got a couple of those, and we're only going to need a couple of them. Oh, our tree's already grown here. Now, these harvesters are also going to require power, but let's set them up, yeah, just right here. Yeah, I probably should have actually ran the piping first. For that. But anyway, let's go ahead and set that up. Now, one of these we're going to have it, you know, just the standard setup. It's not going to shear leaves. It's not going to do the small shrooms. The other one we're going to actually set to shear the leaves. Now, you're not going to get saplings. That's the reason we set up 2 of these, because you're not going to get the saplings if you shear the leaves. But you are going to get the leaf blocks. So just like if you were to use shears on leaves. So then we'll set our item ducts up to connect to these 2 planters, and then we'll just run them up, because I'll probably end up actually moving this setup between this episode and next, possibly, because I want to get everything moved over there. Because back in there, if you notice on the mini-map, you can see the building like shape and everything. But I'm hoping to get all that moved over, you know, this episode and all. So let's see. We're going to want to set up, let's see. No, these don't work with it? Or did they change it? Actually, I'll tell you what we can do. We'll just change this up a little bit. Okay. Yeah, that's right. I did pneumatic servos. I meant to do just standard servos. Alright. Pass through it. Okay. I think... Actually, I don't think we're going to need the servos on this. Let me see here. If I was to just set this up like that, let's say, because I think since this machine is right there, it should automatically. Are you going to pump out? Okay, there it goes. Yeah, so it's automatically pumping out the wood and everything. And there's the leaves. We'll also need a space for saplings. So let me go ahead and lock those. So we're going to need 4 barrels here, and ideally you'll want your leaves on the end here. Yeah, it'll just make it easier on us. Actually, let's see here. I have a better idea. Alright, let me go... I'm going to craft a couple servos here and I'll be right back. Nah, I'll just do it on camera. It won't take but a second, actually. So... where did my iron go? Okay. I keep losing my iron. Let's see here. Alright. I'm just going to craft a couple sets, because this is another thing that you can't really have too many of. Alright. And then we'll make a few of these filters as well. Actually, no, we won't, because we don't have any paper. Unless... I don't think this pack has Pam's Harvest Craft. Does it? Yes, it does. Oh yeah, of course it does, because it has the bacon and stuff. So we'll actually make the presser real quick from Pam's Harvest Craft. Just iron like that and a couple pistons. And then what we can do, let's just set it right there for right now. We'll throw in a little bit of wood into it, and it'll actually press this wood down into paper for us. Just like that. So that works. And let's go ahead and get ourselves a couple of these filters. That. Oops. Then our glass. And we'll go ahead and make one more set. And these servos and filters are pretty much the way that you're going to make your, or give your pipes like some kind of control and stuff when you go to set them up for, you know, these item ducts and stuff. So you can actually just right click here and say we're going to whitelist. Okay, I've got some on me. We are going to whitelist saplings. So only saplings are going to be able to come into this planter, and then we'll just we'll just run it under here. It's going to make it hard when I go to move the stuff to actually get the pipes back, but I'm not too worried about it. And then we'll put a filter on this one as well. Right click it and say you're going to whitelist saplings as well. And then connect all this up. Alright. And now all our saplings will be going into these planters. And then, let me see. Then we're going to go ahead and actually change one of these item ducts. Well, we can't, can we? Yeah, we can. Okay. This item duct right here, let's go ahead and remove it actually. And we're going to change it into a dense item duct. Just so that way, actually well, I'll do that when I come back through. That way whenever we fill up the the planters, then any excess saplings, if we get to that point, we'll just go into the barrel. But until that point comes, it'll focus on putting the saplings into the planters over the barrel, because we want that to be the focus. So basically this dense item duct will basically have a lot more drag. Yeah, so it increases path length dramatically. So basically once this is on here, the pipes, if they can, they're going to put the items elsewhere before they try to go through this dense item duct. So now we can put our saplings in there and lock it, and then we'll do apples here and lock it. And so now, like I said, it's going to focus on the these planters first and fill those totally up before it starts worrying about anything else. So now we've got automated apples and wood and leaves and everything. But then to make it actually turn into dirt, what we're going to do, okay, I've got the items on me, is I was thinking I had a crafting table over here. Let's just make a few of these barrels. Actually, let's just take these barrels. 3 will be fine. Alright. And what we're going to do is... I'm trapped. Alright. We're going to set these barrels up. Let's see here. We'll put item ducts down below them. And then put the barrels right here. And then we'll run... I don't know if I want to do a... Yeah, let's just do the item ducts. That's what we have the servos for anyway. And they do run quite a bit better in my opinion than the transfer nodes and stuff do. So basically we'll just link it up like that. And we're going to be using all these leaves that we're shearing off from this farm right here. If you do decide to expand any of these, I would suggest the one that actually produces the saplings, because this one's going to be making tons of leaves, so it's not too big of an issue. So we'll go ahead and put that servo on there. It'll allow us to extract from, say, a barrel or something that doesn't have auto extraction. So if we give it a second, these actually have to travel down the pipe, but they don't have to search and stuff like the transfer nodes do. And there we go. So it's actually putting in those leaves into these, and then that's composting, and the leaves will do 12.5%, whereas the saplings only do like 10%. So the leaves are actually better, and it's really easy to generate a lot of dirt with that. But I'm almost thinking, let me see. Well, it's extracting 4 at a time. It's just not moving it as fast as I was hoping it would. Tell you what, we might, for this, we might actually change this over to the transfer node. Are you kidding me? Oh. Actually, I should be using the wrench anyway. Alright, so we'll set that up. And then set it on the top there. And now that might be a little bit quicker. Yeah, so it's actually doing better than those transfer nodes are. For something like this, it's probably better to use these unless you have like one of the better servos. These will work fine for like, these harvesters or something. But so now what we're going to want to do is set up our servos here on the bottom to basically allow us to extract from these barrels. We don't have to use the transfer nodes on this because we're exporting the finished product. It's not too big of an issue of how fast it comes out, as far as large numbers, because it's just going to be pulling out one at a time anyway. So we'll set that to ignore redstone on all of this. So basically now, once it gets that dirt composted up, we'll just wait on it because it's already, about 80%. Once it gets that dirt composted, it should pull it out and right into this Java barrel. So we're about to hit 100%, and there it goes. And there's our dirt. So, like I said, you can expand this harvester system to make more saplings and everything, but one tends to do alright. I'll probably end up, when I move this, expanding this one to, at least maybe like a 15 by 15 or something, just so we make sure and don't run out of saplings, because this one's not going to be producing any saplings at all. So but yeah, so we've got at least some automated dirt going on without us having to stand over the barrels. So yeah, alright. So the next thing I want to make really quick is an alloy smelter from Ender.io, because being able to create better piping would be really, really nice for us. Especially once we get moved over there, I'm going to want to, make a lot better piping systems and stuff. So let me put up a lot of this materials and whatnot that we've got. Grab, I guess, I just want one stack. So let's go ahead and make ourselves a cauldron, and I think I've got some iron bars around here somewhere. Yeah. Get 4 of those. Basically the alloy smelter is like the automatic, like, electrical smeltery from, I need 2 copper, right? No, I don't know what I'm thinking. Losing my mind. Alright. I'm gonna need a little bit more gold here. The alloy smelter is like the RF powered smelter for Ender IO. So, but it's really nice in that it can make alloys as well, like bronze and electrum and stuff like that. So we'll get our machine frame crafted up, our machine chassis I mean, and then we'll need 3 furnaces and put those like that. Alright. And I don't really have a large supply of ender pearls right now, so I'm not going to be able to go too crazy with the piping. But one thing I do want to get crafted, and it really isn't too expensive, is I can't get over there. I'm ready to get all this stuff moved because this wiring is just ridiculous. We'll set it up just right here for now. That's fine. We can take iron and combine it with ender pearl, and we'll get pulsating iron, and basically we can use that to make the item conduits from Ender IO, which just give us a lot more control than any of the others, and they also move items a lot quicker. And we can get that, just clay, sand, gravel will get us the binder composite, and then we can cook that up. So we'll go ahead and actually make a little binder composite really quick, because we've got pretty much all the materials on hand. I don't have a whole lot of clay right now, but we'll probably be automating that pretty soon, so that's not too much of an issue. Alright. That'll get us that, and then let me just go ahead and get that cooking really quick. And that will get us the item conduits. Let me go grab this pulsating iron. I hate trying to navigate through this mess here. But we'll also use that for making some of the really nice power conduits and fluid conduits. Really, Ender IO has my personal favorite all around as far as any kind of piping and stuff goes. So we'll be using pipes and wires and everything from Ender IO pretty much forever, because unless it's like the the transfer nodes and stuff for like the cobble gen and stuff, there's really not too much of a reason to use much else other than Ender IO conduits. So I'm not going to set too much up with this right now, but I'm going to be setting up a lot of it off camera when I go to move all this stuff, because I do want to use item conduits for it. But like, for example, if I was to right click this onto here, we can set here if we wanted insert or extract. We can set a mode here, and we can also color code it so that it'll only link up to wires that are the same color as it. And then we can also put in filters, which are pretty easy to craft. Just a hopper and 4 pieces of paper. Right here will give us, the standard item filter. There's an advanced one that's really not too bad to make once we get a bit more advanced. So I'll get a bunch of stuff with that set up off camera, between now and next episode when I get all this stuff moved over. So I'll be able to show you more about that, next episode. But the last thing I want to craft and quickly go over, I'm not going to do too much with it. Wait. Oh, never mind. I guess I was thinking this pack had agricraft. And I guess it doesn't. Okay. Well, never mind. I was thinking... I've been playing so many packs, I guess, with agricraft that I just assumed that this one had agricraft. But maybe I was looking at some Pam's Harvestcraft stuff or something. But okay. Because I was... let me see. Oh, okay, never mind. It has magical crops. I was thinking it had agricraft. Okay, well, we might get into magical crops here pretty soon. So, but I was gonna go ahead and start breeding some of the agricraft stuff, but alright. I guess we're not gonna do that. My apology on that. But, yeah, I guess we're gonna call the episode there. And, between this episode and next, I'm going to get a bit of this area over here set up. If you're interested, I'll show you just really quickly what I've done over here. Basically, this area, like I said, it's going to be kind of like the hub of the base, and it's going to be tiered. So that's actually going to be a floor up there, and there's going to be a floor down there, and this floor. I don't know if it'll have any more than 3 floors. I think 3 is going to be fine for what we're going to do with it. But we'll just kind of play that by ear. And I've actually got a really cool idea for this middle section. It'll take a little while to get it all built and everything, but yeah, so over here, this is actually going to be like our factory, I guess, building for a lot of our automation stuff. And it's, of course, going to be have different floors on it as well, kind of like that setup. And over here I've actually started setting up an area. If you notice, this is going to be like an area just for making witch water and soul sand and stuff, but we'll automate that maybe next episode. I'm not entirely sure yet. We might go ahead and set up next episode our automation for netherrack and soul sand, but we'll see. Because originally I planned on automating it with agricraft by setting up a small farm for the netherrack anyway, but setting up a small agricraft farm that grows redstone. But we probably end up doing it with magical crops instead. So, but yeah, that's pretty much all I've got built over here so far, is the shape and everything. This took a massive amount of time to do. So that my recording software kind of had an issue for a second. But I do believe I'm going to end the episode there. I just kind of wanted to show you real quick what I'm working on over here, and hopefully next episode I'll have more to show for that. But if you enjoyed the episode, please comment, like, subscribe, share. It's all very, very much appreciated. And I just want to say thank you for everyone that's been leaving suggestions and comments and everything. And I just want you to know it's very, very much appreciated. So, but until next episode, take care, and I will see you then.